Welcome guys, Alert96 here, and today I'm going to be doing another figure review, and if you watch my G-Fest haul, you should know who this figure is. And that figure is the Y-msf 65 Godzilla. So, I guess I'll go right into his history. His history isn't, well, if you're a Godzilla fan, which again, most of you people are, you should know this Godzilla's history, but I'll just give you the quick rundown. So his first appearance was Godzilla versus the Astro Monster, or Monster Zero, or Invasion of the Astro Monster, or whatever. The movie with many titles. The whole plot of the movie was like this big monster was attacking this planet that these Earth astronauts found. So then they asked for Godzilla and Rodan to fight off the monster, which they did. And then after that, the aliens and the humans get into this big, this big plot event happens, basically. And I won't spoil the rest of the movie, just so you guys can watch it, but yeah, it's your typical sci-fi alien movie, but it's pretty good. And then he also appeared in Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, in which he fought the monster Ebra, who is, as the movie implies, a sea monster. And as the scenes, appearances of the Godzilla himself in the movie, he fought Ebra only for a few minutes at some points, but at other times he was mainly just walking around. He was destroying these bad guys' base, along with fight this gigantic vulture and Mothra for a brief second. So yeah, that's really all the suit appeared in. 2 movies. But anyway, let's get on to the figure itself. Now I'll just say right off the bat here, I really love this figure. At G-Fest, this was probably my favorite figure I picked up, as I said in my collection update. But I guess I'll go right on to detail. Because he didn't have any card because it's Y-msf. They don't have cards on their figures. But anyway, detail looks great on this figure. And I mean great. Not, it looks pretty good, it looks nice. No, it looks really, really, really good. I mean, if you just look at the face alone, that just looks just like the 65 suit. I love it. And you got this really nice, ripple effect in the belly area to make it look like, it's like a rubber suit. And he's got his small hands, which the suit had. Many times, it's just the fingers were clumped over each other because of, I guess, the suit acting. And you got the nice ripple along the leg. All the individual lines and grooves in there. For you Y-msf haters, I don't really get why you guys hate these figures. They're great. But anyway. So yeah, he's got a nice spine back there. Got a weird seam all around the spine to show it was a separate piece, but oh well. Got the nice tail. He's got everything a good Godzilla would have. And I just love the face. Yeah, I've showed that a lot. But I guess I'll compare this suit to another suit and another fellow Y-msf figure. The 64 Y-msf figure. Yeah, just to show the difference between the suits. As you can see, the head on this Godzilla, it looks very, as another movie reviewer person has said, he looks like the Cookie Monster, which I kind of agree with. He's got that really pudgy face, along with a big open mouth. This one had a very, for some reason, I think, like a pug dog face. Because he's got this, really weird mouthpiece on the top. I don't know, it just resembles a pug dog for some reason. And, there's some differences, like the spines on the 64 is much bigger than the 65. Chest piece, of course. This guy kind of has, breasts, while this guy has, nothing at all. And just, the suit look itself. But yeah, as for scaling, I can't really say. He'd be more like this if the figure was Yeah, because if some of you people have wondering why I always put him like this, I don't know. I guess I always like him upright. He's supposed to be down here in this action pose, but I prefer him standing upright. But yeah, that's what he scales up with 64. Now let's get some fellow friends of Godzilla out here. Showa Anguirus. And the Final Wars Rodan. Because I don't have the original Rodan. So yeah, with Anguirus he sides up good, and with Rodan he kind of sides up pretty well. My Rodan has a foot problem, if I have never said that before. But yeah, he actually sides up pretty decently with Rodan. So yeah, if you want to use the Y-msf 65 Godzilla in a movie, he sides up good with these guys. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the movie, quick movie review, but the Monster X was actually Ghidorah. So let me just pull this Ghidorah out. Bandai Creation GMK Ghidorah. Because I was sick of pulling out Mecha King Ghidorah. But, yeah, of course, he's underscaled, but the GMK Ghidorah is supposed to be not very big anyway. So, yeah, if you want a proper scale, Ghidorah should be that big. But if you want a more accurate scale, get the 8-inch Ghidorah. But, for a tiny Ghidorah, big Godzilla thing, this would actually work pretty well. So, yeah. And I got two more figures here. I got Bemular. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good too. Because the Godzilla is just a little bit smaller than Bemular. But he's also in this action pose, if you can't see. He's kind of leaned forward like in a ready to attack pose, I guess. Which I actually kind of like. But yeah, this works pretty well. And since I don't have Ebra, and I don't really know if there's any big Bandai or Y-msf Ebra figures, here's another fellow sea monster. Ella King. Sorry. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good too. I think Ella King's a little small. He should be like that big, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. You know, can do a big fight or whatnot. So yeah, Ella King works. And onto articulation. Now, if you're a person that knows a lot about Y-msf, one thing that Y-msf doesn't really do well is articulation. But surprisingly, on this figure, articulation's pretty good. I mean, his arms move full 360 without the fear of pop-out, because his arms are, like, pretty well in there. His legs can move... Whoops. Never mind. Guess you gotta be careful with the leg. Oh god. Okay. That was close. Yeah, never mind. Oh, its tail came out, wow. Yeah, I guess, never mind. I guess the leg, I thought the legs moved 360. I thought I moved them 360 before. Oh well, so I guess the arms move 360. Legs don't really work too well. But the tail, if you push it in all the way and you move it, then it'll go 360. So 3 full 360 points, but the legs don't work at all. So, I mean, you can move them a little bit back and forth like that, but as you just saw, the leg will pop out easily from pulling it back too far, and the tail can pop out pretty easy too. But at least you can put them in with ease, somewhat, at least with the tail. But yeah. And finally on to paint job. Now, this figure is a very darkish green. In some areas it's a little lighter, but in other areas it's not. And it's also got this like brownish white coloring for the scales and some of these like light patterns on his body. I really don't know what color to say other than like this whitish brown. I don't know. Looks kind of weird, but yeah. And then he's got a nice red in the mouth, along with the teeth and everything. And he's got that nice pug nose, which I didn't say. But, of course, he's supposed to be a big charcoal black, but, you know, the other color everyone else thinks is green. So, yeah, this color looks pretty nice on him. Otherwise, if you want accurate, it's black, but I think if you're a big collector on rare figures, like I am, then you won't really mind it being somewhat green. So yeah, that's my Y-msf Godzilla figure review in a nutshell. That wasn't really a nutshell though, because this review is 10 minutes, but oh well. So overall, detail is excellent. I really like this figure. In fact, I think he's a little bit better than the Bandai Memorial Box figure, because he just got that perfect face, in my opinion. Articulation's meh. As you saw, the legs can't really move too well, which is very unfortunate. But the legs, the arms can at least move 360, unlike, this guy's. His arms couldn't move 360 at all. And the tail can move 360, so I guess it's okay. But, head articulation would have been nice, but it's Y-msf. They're more of display than, play, I guess, and that was not supposed to rhyme, but whatever. Sizing is pretty good. I don't know how you'd size with the 8-inch Ghidorah or the Showa Rodan, but I think you'd do pretty good. Because, yeah, he did pretty good with Final Wars Rodan, sorry. But yeah. And the paint job is pretty good. You know, it's typical green color with a pretty nice secondary color. So, all in all, I would give him a 5 out of 5, but the articulation kind of sets him back, so I'm going to give him a 4.5 out of 5. As for price of this figure, that's one other thing with Y-msf. I guess the more I go in this review, I can see why some people hate Y-msf, but I personally don't. Much like this guy and other Y-msf figures, if you want a Y-msf, you're probably going to have to pay a pretty hefty price for him. Around $40 to $50 or less if you're really lucky, like I did with this guy. But, yeah, I paid for like $40 for this guy. Honestly, I thought it was worth it, but if you're not big in spending all that out, then I guess try to look for him on eBay if he ever pops up, because I believe he rarely pops up on eBay. Or try to go for the Memorial Box version, because a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's nice enough. Not as good as this guy, but nice enough. So yeah, let's get this guy out of the picture. So again, 4.5 out of 5. I definitely recommend this guy if you can get your hands on him. He's an excellent Godzilla, and he's one of my favorite suits of Godzilla. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.